So as I left Guyana a while ago, I jumped in my jet and I jetted over to Belize. So I'm now here in Belize. I just got off my jet and I'm with Naomi. Naomi met me on the tarmac. And of course, she brought along, what's his face?
The guy that wants to give you
the guy that wants me to give him the tea. Listen, how are you guys? Good to be here. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk.
No, listen, I must admit, I've been hearing so much about Belize. And my wife has visited Belize. My daughter came to Belize. And some of my business associates have been to Belize. I'm in a rich ahead.
You are late. Yes.
You understand me?
You're behind times.
Yes. And then last year we were to have gone to Curacao, then to do Belize, and of course after that we were supposed to go to St. Lucia. And some things happened. Now we didn't get to do all that combination, but we put it on our calendar to do island hopping for this year. But tell me, what is Belize like as is it an island? It's a country? Because the Guyanese tell you that no, they're not an island, they're a country, and you know, they're part of South America and all that sort of stuff. But tell us a little bit for the benefit of my listeners here. And you're talking to people in South Florida and of course in New York, New Jersey and Atlanta.
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of people in New York and those areas, Atlanta and South Florida, know more about Belize than the average person.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of Belizeans that live in those particular areas in the US as well. But for the uninitiated, Belize itself is actually on the mainland of Central America. It's right below Mexico and right to the east of Guatemala.
Okay.
So Belize sits on the westernmost edge of the Caribbean Sea. And if you're looking at what the West Indies is and what the West Indies represents, then Belize would represent the westernmost part of the West Indies. Yes.
So it's the West Indies.
It's West Indies.
Okay.
Correct.
Interesting.
Right. Little known fact, we're here in Jamaica. At one point in time in our history, the governor of Jamaica was also the governor of Belize.
Belize, yes.
That's when we were both colonies of
Britain. That country, those people
that country
there.
over so.
Yes,
right?
that's what
across the pond.
Across the pond. That was Sir Hugh Foot at the time, who was governor?
I'm not sure what the name was. I mean, that part of the history they don't really stress on in school in Belize.
Yeah, and it's very vague.
Yeah. You know, but no.
What kind of population you carry though?
We're just about 400,000 persons there.
Okay, fine. All That's right. Like my family. Okay.
There's a running joke that says that there is more Belizeans living in the US than there are Belizeans living in Belize.
Well, there's a friend of mine who said that I have a bigger property in Jamaica than there is in Belize. I said, no, you can't say that. Don't let nobody hear you say that. Fine. So what is the quality of the product that you have as a tourism product? And what's exciting about it?
I think it's unique and coming into its own. I think it's diverse. It represents so much. The experience is what we mostly the different culture or cuisine, the diversity, the ruins, the beach, the people. I think all of that makes our product vibrant and bigger than what it seems.
Wonderful. And you find it is a well of a growing industry it is. It is something that is creating more employment. You're getting a lot of young people involved in the industry. And how is it attracting tourists from wherever?
Well, right now, I mean, tourism in Belize represents 48% of GDP.
Oh, 48%? That much?
Yes.
Wow, that's good.
As tourism goes, so goes the country's economy, right?
Okay.
And also in terms of employment, it's tremendous employment. We not only have overnight tourism, but we also have some cruise tourism as well. So we have, all in, I'd say about, rough estimate, about 30,000 jobs.
Okay.
So you're talking about population of
that's a large portion.
Jobs,
yes.
That's a large portion of it.
Wonderful.
Right? So it's still a growing industry. It attracts a lot of investment, both foreign investment and local investment as well, which is good because we want to grow some generational wealth that will benefit the people of Belize itself. One thing that we're particularly proud of is that the hotel tax that we pay in Belize does not go into the general fund.
It doesn't go to consolidated fund at all?
It doesn't go to the consolidated fund at all. It stays out on its own and it's respent back in tourism.
Okay.
It's respent on promoting Belize as a destination. Some of it is spent on uplifting the mom and pop size hotels
of the business. Oh, yes,
that funded the industry.
Yes. Because when I come to a country, I want to visit the mom and pop stores. I want to go to the market. I want to visit places of that sort.
Yeah, exactly. So we put money back into that, and then we also use some of the tax money as well to develop infrastructure. And what we do is we say, okay, where does this road go? I said, well, if you take this road and make about 15 turns, you will eventually end up at one of our Mayan sites. Fix this road.
Fix this road. Oh, yes,
Right, so what it does is that, yes, it does give us good infrastructure to get our guests to the attractions, but then it's a road that all Belizeans drive on.
Just drive on
right?
anyway.
So we're really trying to take that money and impact positively the quality of living for all Belizeans.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're speaking here with the president of the Belizean Hotel and Tourist Association, and of course, is able Deputy Essential. Fine. Fine. No, one of the things that we try to do is to see how we take our camera across the globe, across the Caribbean, and to try to sell, share, promote the Caribbean to Caribbean nationals across the U.S. and those other parts of the demography, so that people can know that, listen, one, apart from the fact that we do island hopping, so we say we're all next shore neighbors, as the people from Haiti would like to say we're next shore neighbors, but at the same time, we try to look at the product and, you know, the uniqueness of the tapestry, as the president spoke about in a presentation the other day, that we have in the Caribbean. How do you see you fit within the context of this unique tapestry?
Well, I think just our location alone is the first thing that I would point to, right?
Yes.
I mean, where we are, I mean, we're Caribbean. Our passports say CARICOM community, but we're on the mainland of Central America.
Yes.
Right?
The West.
Yeah, you were just over talking with my friend from Guyana.
Yes.
Guyana and Belize link because one, we were the only two British colonies that were on the mainland.
Yes.
We're not talking US and Canada.
No.
They don't come.
They don't come.
Right.
No.
But we're talking. With Central America and South America, we were the only two colonies that were on the mainland, so there's a connectivity there.
Yeah.
You look at, for instance, you go back to Belize and you say, we always talk about, especially up in South Florida, we talk about one Caribbean.
One Caribbean, right.
So let's say you look at the legal profession in Belize. 90% of our attorneys go Barbados to UA there first, and then come to Jamaica and finish at Norman Manley.
Finish at Norman, yeah.
The other 10%, about the 8%, go to Guyana and then come and finish at Norman Manley.
Oh, yes.
We share officer training for our defense force. In fact, we have a couple of instructors from our defense force that live and work here, instruct here in Jamaica at the flight school.
Okay.
So there's a lot of connection. Myself, I went to UA in Trinidad. So there's a lot of connectivity between Belize.
So we are fingers of the same hand after all. Yes, indeed.
Yes, man, we are.
We are hoping to come to your country sometime as we organize our island hop. Are we going to let you know so that you'll be able to put us up and you'll take me to every place? You have to get rid of the husband when I come, but we have to find a way.
She'll make you a deal, right?
She'll
get rid of him for a couple of days if you go have some give nut with us.
That's a hard one, but I'm going to have to try a thing. You're worth it. I'm going to have to.
Great answer.
You're worth it.
Good answer.
I'm married for 40 years. What you expect? You better have the right answer. Listen, great guys, it's great having you. Thank you so much for talking to us.
So much.
We're looking forward to meeting you at the airport, so you come to meet us.
On the tarmac.
On the tarmac.
Yes.
Of course, as usual. Bless up yourself.
Take care.
Good. All right, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ben.
It's my pleasure. All right.